Hey guys, Foxdrop here with a 3 minutes champion guide for Jungle Rengar. By the end of this video, hopefully you guys will have some adequate knowledge on how to play everyone's favourite one-shot kitty cat jungler. Don't forget you can also suggest things to me, tweeting at me at FoxdropLol or down in the comments where you can also leave questions. I'll get around to answering as many as I can. But anyway, Jungle Rengar. Now Rengar is a great solo queue champion who's known for his crazy burst damage and his sneaky picks. He's one of those champions who can put the absolute fear of God into the enemy's squishies just by being in the game. Here are the runes, masteries and skill order I like to run on Rengar to melt the faces off my opponents. For your item builds, I'd recommend an assassin approach. Rengar is great at deleting carries when he goes full damage, so that's how we're going to be doing this guide. You can either take Stalker's Blade or Ranger's Trailblazer on Rengar, depending on if you want to do stuff early or whether you just want to play it safe and farm up. After that, you want to buy the Warrior enchant and then go straight into Tiamat, CDR boots and Yumu's Ghostblade. This will get you to the 40% CDR, which is the cap, allowing you to do more ultimates and have more ability usage, which of course will also improve your ferocity generation. Alternatively, you can not do the CDR build and skip the Warrior enchantment and get Moby boots instead of Lucidity boots. This gives you a weaker early game but higher damage mid game and faster full build. Last Whisper is another core item, but outside of that you can do various damage options such as everything you're seeing here. So how do you actually go about playing Rengar? In the early game he's not really all that strong. Despite having a lot of damage, it can be tricky to catch opponents in ganks without the use of that Stalker's Blade slow. He also gets very low when he's clearing, so be aware of potential invades from those cheeky enemy junglers. You want to mostly use your empowered Q when clearing, with the exception of when you're very low on HP, or your empowered Q would be overkill. In those cases, use your empowered W for the heal. The bottom line for early game is to not struggle to try and do too much. Rengar scales very well later on into the game, so simply farming early is fine. Once you hit level 6, you should look to gank whenever your ultimate is off cooldown. It's almost guaranteed to land in a kill. First, get 5 stacks of ferocity before you ult, and then use your empowered E to start the gank. Try and use it as you are leaping in midair to reduce the enemy's chance of dodging it. When your ult is down, you can simply go back and stay farming in the jungle. Late game, you'll want to use your ultimate to delete the enemy carries. Again, you'll want 5 stacks of ferocity before you press R, but this time you'll want to use your empowered Q. As you're jumping through the air and your Q is charged, use your E and W on the target to help lock your opponent down. The empowered Q will delete your enemy when you have some items, but you can still use your empowered E if you want to set up a pick with your team on someone you don't think you can one-shot. In those big grouped up team fights, aim for the squishy and to delete them as fast as possible, but don't be the first one going in because you're pretty much guaranteed to die. That does it for this 3-minute champion guide. If you enjoyed it, feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to me for more educational league content. You can find me on Facebook, on Twitter, and catch me streaming on Twitch as well. There's also currently a giveaway going on, which you can check the description for the details on that. But most importantly, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.